26th, 2021, here with your live show. I've been up once again since the crack of dawn, or well before the crack of dawn. Still not even the crack of dawn here, but doing videos, covering these early games. We got Baylor and Michigan State already mixing it up. It's 14-13 Michigan State right now, but we've got tons of college hoops today. We've got tons of college football, tons of NBA. I didn't look at the NHL schedule. I never do, but I'm sure there's tons of games. But we got it all covered here. It's the final weekend of the year of the college football season. So, man, 15 years of covering this stuff with you guys. Anyways, we'll talk about it all and then some in just a moment.
Hi, it's Mitch from PickDogs.com.
Oh, for sure. These games have to be high drama.
Here we go again.
I'm going to go big and see what happens.
Morning, everyone. And, man, this is the big weekend. It's rivalry weekend in college football. We've got these college basketball tournaments. We've got, even outside of the tournaments, Duke Gonzaga tonight in college hoops. And then we've got the Canada high school football championship game. Joe Madden, a little nervous.
Yeah, super nervous for my son's provincials tonight, but excited as well. Nervous is excitement. That's what they say.
I always say, like, if, look how many teams, there can only be one winner. Look how many teams there are that, made it. At a certain point, you got to just enjoy the ride,
Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to tell my son as well. So.
You got to enjoy the ride. But yeah. Hopefully it's a real joyful ride home. And that's always the best part.
Absolutely. I hope so too.
Well, that's the stuff you remember 30 years from now when you're sitting around.
Yeah.
The hookers and blow for the party are all on Bitler.
We had it at the Iona yesterday as they had a shocking upset win. So we had lots of party with the Gales.
I laid out the Rick Pitino resume for everybody on that one.
And the Presbyterian Blue Hose also won outright, as I believe.
Did Minnesota win? Because that was my parlay, right? 2 Patinos and a bunch of hoes.
I don't know about Minnesota.
I didn't bet the game, to be honest with you.
The evening was pretty depressing. I don't know if depressing is the right word.
I'll tell you one thing. If Rod would have had it and it hit, then everyone would say it. Whenever Rod's parlays hit, everyone's like, Rod hit his parlay. Thanks, Rod, for that parlay. It's like Mitch hits the parlay. or Brian hits a prop bet. Yeah, Brian, thanks for the prop bet. Joe Madden's awesome. Hi, Joe.
Mitch needs some more love, you guys. That's what he's telling you this morning.
I don't care. I just think it's funny. It's true, though, right? It's just funny.
It is so true. So true.
Funny.
You just get the don't pick on Brian.
It's pretty much, or you're bully. It's like you get all kinds of stuff. I can't find it.
I just want to say good morning to everyone. I hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving.
I think Richmond ruined my Thanksgiving because I was feeling really good. I know halftime is halftime, but I thought I had a good feel. I thought they had a feel for the game, and Maryland just kicked their ass in the last couple minutes of that game. So that hurt me. I'm still feeling it.
Yeah, that would have hurt. But you had a good Thanksgiving overall, though?
Yeah, I got to sit with my dad. We watched 2 football games, and,
Nice. Which ones did you catch?
I watched the Raiders cover against the Cowboys, beat them outright, and the Lions game.
Oh, so New Mexico was the team I had. New
Mexico.
New Mexico, not Minnesota. He's at New Mexico now.
Yeah, it was New Mexico.
Well, I think that one you got. That was the one that
did not
killed
win.
it. No,
did not win. Yeah, we had some hookers and blow and had a good time anyway. Good time.
Anytime the Blue Hose win and the Gales, it's a good day.
Ron Elston says, nothing I say is scripted, so I don't read off the piece of paper. You ever see the guys on here that read off this piece of paper? Yes, I do like the... I never do that. I could. I don't think I could. The closest I ever came was that first video I ever did, my spotlight game. I had notes, like little Post-it notes. Like they said, take Post-it notes and put it around the screen. So when you're looking at the camera, you can see the Post-it notes. And it's like, all right. And it's like, this is Mitch.
For me,
welcome to my spotlight game.
The older I get, the more I forget stuff. I might even forget what day it is if I don't have it written down. So I don't know.
I got memory like an elephant.
Yeah, you have a good memory. I need to make myself point notes. My biggest problem is remembering what I meant by my note. What does that mean? Oh, yeah.
Abbreviate your own notes, and you're like,
I abbreviate my notes so bad.
what did I abbreviate that for again? Dang it.
Right? And as soon as I start reading it, then I remember exactly, like as soon as I start that little bit, I remember what it's for, but it takes me half a second sometimes.
Anyways, got tons of college football today, tons of college basketball. Should just get rolling right into it since college football probably will start by the time we end this show, the way things go here. So let's just get rolling right with it. Get going with the noon o'clock games. Got Texas, Kansas State. Got San Diego State and Boise State. I always take Boise. Central Michigan against Eastern Michigan. It's a directional Michigan. Bowling Green against Ohio. And New Mexico, they're back on the court against Utah State. 17-point spread. I tell you what, I like Utah State and hoops by 17 over New Mexico. They're busting people up. You look at like some of those Western teams and stuff, and you look at some of these tournament teams, and you see like on their record, it's like they have like all these wins and stuff, and then like a 30-point loss to Utah State. It's like, man, they're killing people. They're just clobbering people in college hoops. And then Nebraska against Iowa. Right, any of these six. We got a Big 10 game, we got a Big 12 game, we got a Mountain West game, 2 MAC games, and another Mountain West game. So 2 Mountain West, 2 MAC, a Big 12, and a Big 10. We call this the sampler plate.
Yeah, I think I could bet every single game in the early slot, honestly.
Well, I did, but that's besides the point.
Well, I try to practice self-control. For me, the first game... Well, because I only have so much money, and I don't want to take a chance on having a brutal day, which could happen.
This is what I say.
I don't want white. I practice bankroll control.
Spread yourself too thin. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, I don't do that.
It's my comfort zone.
I'm Mr. Conservative.
You never roll over your bank. Like, you've never been in that situation. Like, I remember, back in the day, I used to, wait for a game to end, bet the next game. I hope I win so I can bet this. Hurry up and cash me out so I can bet the next one.
I've done that before.
Of course. This is what we do. I mean, this is who we are. This is why I'm sitting here.
In this early grouping of games here, San Diego State, it might be a square sucker play, but I can't figure out why they're getting 2.5, 3 points. I think they're the better team. So they have the better record. They're ranked. They're at home. You're getting points. It's not a premium play, but I can't see any reason not to take San Diego State here plus the points. I might go down in flames, but I think they're the better team. And I'm going to take Nebraska -1 because I know the team has 3 wins on the year. Might be Scott Frost's last game as coach. Just seems kind of weird that they're giving you a +1 with Iowa. So I'm going to take Nebraska here. I think they run it up on Iowa. Also, Bowling Green plus the points against Ohio. I know Bowling Green's brutal, but Ohio's no.
Brian, this is the anti-Brian. Every one of his plays is against the line movement.
No, that's not true. San Diego State, you would think, would get a ton of people betting on it because you're getting a better record. Team at home, they're ranked. So to me, it doesn't make any sense. Boise would be my normal play.
Boise's freaking rolling.
They're rolling. But I think San Diego State's the better team.
Because they lost to Oklahoma State. Excuse me, man. So did everybody else. I mean, they're 4-point favorites over Oklahoma tomorrow.
I would say my typical play would be Boise minus the points because it doesn't make sense.
I always bet
Boise. I'm taking San Diego State there, and I think
why did that Nebraska line move? Hitler?
I don't know.
Down 2 points.
It's still at -1.
Who's
They're
out?
still favored. So
Who's out?
no,
No clue, do you?
if I had to say the best bet here on the board, I would go with Nebraska, but I like San Diego State as well.
Why?
And
Why?
I like all
Why
these
do you like
games
Nebraska?
pretty much evenly.
Yeah, why?
Why?
I'd love
I'm
to know
asking
why.
why.
you
Because
like
a
Nebraska.
three-win
why?
team against a ranked Iowa team that's knocked off many.
The quarterback's
many
out for the freaking game.
Quarterback's out, man.
It's
When you
like
take the
Nebraska
quarterback,
has
he's
one of the-
out. You get a rookie. Why
their
would you want
quarterback's
that?
out.
Yeah,
That's why
Nebraska's
the line
offense
dropped.
is
It's
26.
awful. Even the running back.
Terrible. Terrible,
quarterback,
man.
no running back.
Their backup quarterback
Yeah.
transferred. It's like they stink.
Hey.
Their backup
If this-
quarterback transferred out. This is like their 4th string guy.
So if
Don't
you
even
feel
know who's
confident
starting
with
the quarterback, how can you take that?
I
Because
have a
it doesn't
premium
make
play
sense
on
to me.
Iowa. I do feel confident. But
it
trust
doesn't
me.
make sense to me. It
Yeah.
doesn't make
Free
sense.
premium
Oh yeah,
pick,
it
Iowa.
doesn't. It makes zero
It's-
sense.
Makes no sense. Somebody knows something about
Zero.
the game. I'll
Somebody
take a
knows
chance with
something. Yeah,
Nebraska.
the quarterback's out. Everybody knows this.
San Diego State, I feel, is the better team. You're getting points, so that's a value play. Nebraska's just I don't know what the hell's going on in that game. I'm taking Nebraska
We know
here
what's
because
going
it
on.
shouldn't be -1. So
No quarterback for Nebraska. They're starting a rookie. He's never played ever.
well, then it should be easy money. Take everything you own and put it on Iowa.
Well, then why is
But
there
to
less
me, I'm
money?
taking Nebraska.
Why is there less money on Iowa and the line's dropping?
Makes no sense.
Because now
Yeah.
it's a pick at
At
FanDuel,
Pickman places, yeah.
right? It's now down to a
Uh-huh.
pick, and it's because the line was bad to begin with, or good, depending on where you know. I mean, I have it.
Depending on
Right. I mean, I have it originally, as my premium pick. It's where the line is, but where I bet it. I mean, I have Iowa
and we
plus
didn't
3.5 points in this thing. I'm feeling pretty good.
I didn't even get to say the directional Michigan game. Eastern Michigan, Central Michigan. You got to take the points there. It's just a lean, but you're getting 7.5 to 8.5 points here in a directional Michigan game. I think it's a 1 touchdown game all day. So I'll take Eastern Michigan. So that's a lot of picks there.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what the rest of us normally do. Rod?
For me, I like give me Boise over San Diego State in that one. Aztecs 0-3-1 in their last 4 conference games. Boise 5-0 on the road this season against the number. So I think Boise comes in and busts them up. So give me Boise State over San Diego State in that one. I do agree. I'll take Eastern Michigan against Central Mich. Central Mich is in my dirty crap list over here because they've done me dirty a few times this season. So that's too many points. They're not covering that. That I've seen before. Eastern Michigan plus the points, and that one is definitely it's a touchdown all day. And the other one, give me Iowa. Just like we said, Iowa's no quarterback for Nebraska. A good chance their running back's not even going to play either. So give me Iowa in that one. And
I would not be surprised if Iowa's at least a 2-point favorite by the time that game goes.
By the time it kicks off.
They should be a 6.5 point favorite in that game.
At Lincoln on senior day.
Yep.
You know nothing about college football.
Iowa's much better than
You know
Nebraska.
nothing
It's not
about
even
college
close.
football. Have you ever been to a Nebraska game?
No.
Go to a Nebraska
Have
game,
you
and
been
I'll
to
tell
Nebraska
you why.
game?
I'll tell you why. I've sat in Nebraska games in the Nebraska section rooting for the other team, the 84 Orange Bowl, also in the 93 Orange Bowl. Both of those games. I was in the Nebraska section. Nothing fun about it. I mean, they're nice people. They're not like a violent crowd. But man. Also, the 2001 Rose Bowl, I believe it was. That was the one where Keith Jackson said, "It's a sea of red out there." But that little puddle of orange and green's having a hoot about right now. We beat them twice. We beat them 3 times for the national championship. They beat us once. Tough building, man. Tough place. It is the place, man. It is, they take their football about as serious as, man, it is about as serious as it gets. Unless you really live like college football and it's like, unless you've really lived it and you really like own it and you have like a team or whatever, you can't possibly understand it. it's like you just can't. It's like you could root for other teams in spots and you can do that other stuff, but it's like for me, it's like I'll get buried in an orange and green casket. I bleed it. Win or lose. I grew up as a kid. We used to lose every freaking game. We're terrible. We're going to hang out. Barry Switzer could get off the plane. Going to hang half 100 on him and put the scrubs in. That's what he would say. That's what they would do. And one day it all turned around.
Well, it needs to turn back around.
It will turn around. It's cyclical. College football is cyclical. It always has been. Some runs are just longer than other runs. Miami had a run equally as long as this Alabama run, if not longer. But this Alabama run has been a nice run. But the thing is that there's been a lot longer runs than this, and there's been a lot better runs than this as far as wins and losses. There's been a lot better runs. And it's like, it's cyclical. 15 years ago, everyone thought USC was never going to lose another game when they had Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart and all that stuff. Before that, it was Miami. They won 40 in a row. Then before that, it was Florida State with Bowden. Unbeatable, man. It's like, it's cyclical. And you go back before that, it was Miami again. You go back before that, it was Alabama. You go back before that, USC again. Anyways, I was resting players for what? I keep hearing this, resting players. College football, they don't rest players. That doesn't happen in college football.
It does. We saw it happen in that MAC championship game, didn't we? We just saw that the other night.
He was injured.
No, but they didn't have to win that. They already had the MAC.
It didn't matter. Believe me, they don't throw games in college football. He was injured. Joe, and your son's high school football, anyone want to sit out game?
No.
Like the last game of the season, anyone want to just sit out?
No one's sitting out.
Take a
No
break
way.
because they're going to the playoffs. You want to just take a break, take a breather.
No, not at all.
Not at that level, they don't.
No.
No way. Not done. The only time the guys sit out is in this bowl system, the way it currently is, and guys don't play in these meaningless bowl games. But the guys don't sit out the playoffs or anything, right? It's like, anyways,
no.
Yeah, it's just a different game, and I understand that not everybody has experienced it and lived it, but like live 3 years at Auburn, and tell me different, or Gainesville, or somewhere like that, where it's like take their football like dead serious, where it's like, this is, Jimmy Johnson even says it. Like you hear these NFL players, they all say it, It's like, Jimmy Johnson, I'm the coach of the Cowboys, but my team is Miami, This Ray Lewis. I mean, these guys, even the pro players, look at them. They have all these tats. None of them have their pro logo on there. They all have their college.
Yeah.
Then you have the guys.
They're
saying,
home.
Yeah, it's like college football is just a different animal. I live and die every Saturday.
Yeah.
Anyways, doesn't matter.
Well, I think we're going to see an under game in the Boise State, San Diego State game. Both these defenses have really been holding teams down, especially Boise State, holding teams to 14 points per game. I think it's going to be extremely rough ground and pound kind of style one. And then I'd love to throw my money away again with Texas, but I'm not doing it. I think it's Kansas State or nothing for me on a side for that game. I can't throw any more money on Texas. And then give me the over between Eastern Michigan and Central Michigan. Lots of points here, but we're looking at two defenses that are really giving up a lot, both averaging around 27 points per game. And I think what we're seeing out of their offenses, both scoring in the 30s on average, that we get over that 64. So give me the over in that one.
I like Boise. I like them a lot against San Diego State. They have been playing lights out since that Air Force loss. And even going into that Air Force loss, that game against BYU where they were down 17-0, drew a line in the sand and then ran them over. And that one was at BYU. The boys just been straight money on the road. That Oklahoma State game, man, that was one of the better games of the entire season. I mean, now we can look back and say, yeah, this was one of the games of the year or whatever. That thing was a dogfight. And, Oklahoma State has a shot to win the Big 12 championship game. They got an outside shot to be a playoff team. It's like they beat Oklahoma tomorrow. They win the Big 12 championship. Georgia beats Alabama. It's either going to be Oklahoma State or Notre Dame that goes in. And Oklahoma State's going to have the better resume. That's if Ohio State beats Michigan, the winner of the Ohio State-Michigan, if they go to the championship. If they win their conference championship, they'll be in with Cincinnati, Georgia, and then Oklahoma State or Notre Dame. I don't think they put Oklahoma in because I think we're all just sick of them.
Yeah. I hope they don't put them in. Jeez.
I also I like Eastern Michigan. I like Central Michigan against Eastern Michigan. I like the way they've been moving the football. I think if it was at Eastern Michigan on the gray turf, I would like my chances better with Eastern. But in this one, I like Central. These directional Michigan games are also dead serious business, man. These teams do not like each other. There'll be some fights in that one. A lot of extracurriculars.
Just a few extra hands to the face.
This is the week. I believe that Iowa-Nebraska is for that trophy, right? Nebraska-Iowa is a trophy game, too.
So like a Heroes game?
It's like a
Heroes.
Something.
No.
It is for the Heroes Trophy.
Yeah, Heroes Trophy.
But it's a big-ass trophy.
Yep.
It's a big one. It's one of the ones they grab. It's got a big football on top, and it's got like a giant thing. It's, it's a big one. Trophy game. UAB against UTEP. Best UTEP team ever, I'm going to say. Since Trevor Vitito left the field, he was one of my favorites. That was back like when I first started college football plays. Vitito was the quarterback of UTEP. And got South Alabama against Coastal. East Carolina against Cincinnati. Cincinnati 2 games away from being the first non-power conference team to make the college football playoff. Possible. That will change the playoff. That will put us into at least an 18 playoff, not a 16. Cincinnati makes it. Arkansas versus Missouri. Central Florida against South Florida. These teams do not like each other either. Way too close. These schools are 45 minutes apart. Not even. It's really probably like 30 minutes apart. Air Force UNLV. All right. It's good 6 there. Rod, what do you think?
For me in this one, I Cincinnati game, I waffled. It's like, because I seen Cincinnati. They tried a couple of years ago, and East Carolina came in and got the cover in that one. They almost got the outright win in that one, too. So I'm going to take East Carolina. Give me the Pirates plus the points. I think that's too many. Pirates in the season, they were 7-2-1 against the number, and there are a few losses that they've had on the season. Have all been close. It's not like they've been getting blown out. So I think East Carolina keeps it close. So give me the points in that one. Another one I like, give me UNLV plus the points against Air Force. I think that's too many as well. That number's it's at 18 and stuck there, and I think UNLV 7-3 against the number, 4-1 against the number on the road this season. So I think they can keep that closer than 18. And they're playing good ball lately. So give me UNLV plus the points in that one, and give me South Alabama plus the points there. I think Coastal wins by 2 touchdowns, not by 15. So give me South Alabama plus the points in that one. The 3 I like out of those 6.
Iowa's won the Heroes Trophy 6 years in a row currently. The longest streak is 8. 1931 to 1941. That's how long these guys have been playing.
It sucks because I was excited to see Martinez come in there. He had a good shot. Great quarterback. He would have been a good shot to knock off Iowa.
Quarterback?
He's
You're talking about the
good.
same guy? Wait a minute.
You see that way he play?
He stinks.
He's a good guy. He's not, but
he stinks.
He's not number one, but he's still. He would have given Iowa a good run for their money today if he would have been playing.
I don't think so. Joe?
Give me the Utah Utes to cover this huge spread. I know it's a lot of points, you guys, but I think
out
they
of
run
our time slot.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay.
Yes.
Sorry. I had Air Force listed above, and I thought it was. I thought you said the Utes. Give me Air Force minus the points. I think that, again, is... That was scary. Now I'm terrified. They're 6-2 against the spread in their last 18, and I think they do have this one against UNLV. Give me South Alabama to get a nice cover at home with those points. I think they can pull this one out. They're 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games. And then I also like the Pirates as well with Rod, East Carolina over Cincinnati. Just plus the points. I think this is one where Cincinnati wins it, but probably by around 11 points, not by 14, 15 points there.
Matt has figured out that Martinez isn't playing, even though we've probably said that about 35 times on this show.
Right.
I think that is the catchphrase. That's the drinking game for today's show, I think, is Martinez isn't playing, and Matt on board to let us know. Thank you for that tidbit. Brian.
Well,
you're getting these comments as people are watching earlier.
I know.
Yeah, people text me also with stupid comments while I'm on air. It drives me crazy. Anyway, I'm going to steal one from Rod and take South Alabama. So don't send me any text messages. But I like South Alabama. That you make a lot of sense in that one. Looks like a good one. I like UNLV plus the points. They've been a good cover team for me all year. They're 5-1 as a road dog ATS, and I think Southern Florida USF might be the best out of the bunch of the dogs. They're 7-1 against the spread versus a team with a winning record, and 13-3 following an ATS loss. I think South Florida to keep it respectable against UCF.
Joe Madden.
I just went. It's Rod's turn.
Rod already went.
My turn. Yeah. I like Missouri against Arkansas. I'm taking the points. I think Arkansas wins the game. I think Missouri covers. I think they fight the good fight. Had they not been bowl eligible, I would have taken them to win outright here. They've actually were the horrible cover team, 0-7, and now they've covered their last 3 games, including beating Florida outright last time, which kind of got Dan Mullen fired, which just gives me this warm fuzzy feeling from toe to head. And then we have Central Florida and South Florida lay the bundle. They're going to crush them. We've seen South Florida backdoor a bunch of guys, so I'd watch out. I'm not betting that. That's of the board, which I bet almost every single game. That's the one I did not bet. But I could see Central Florida just absolutely rolling them. Air Force UNLV, once again, I didn't even do a video on that game. I'm so indifferent about it. I'll take Coastal just to be different. Utah against Colorado, Joe Madden. Air Force.
I like Utah.
We got Iowa State, TCU. North Carolina State, Battle of Tobacco Road. And we've got Washington State for the Apple Cup to close it all out. Brian, who do you like?
I'm going to do North Carolina, NC State on the drive-through tonight, so make sure you tune in and check out that spread winner, hopefully. This is my least favorite area here. I'm going to go with Utah Utes here, laying a boatload of points here. They've been playing lights-out football recently. I just think they'll win this game by 30 or more points. So Colorado's been brutal. That's the only one I'm leaning to in that time frame.
Rod?
For me, I like the under in North Carolina, NC State. I think that's too many points. 62.5. It opened 63. It's down to 62.5. Begging you to take the over. Give me the under in that one. It just sneaks under the number there. And in the Apple Cup, I'm going to take Washington State. We've been riding them all season long, so I'm not going to get off them here. I know that Washington has owned them. They always own this Apple Cup. It's just one of those things. How many years they've won it in a row. It's just crazy how it goes. But I think Washington State's the better team this season. They come in and they win the Apple Cup. So give me Washington State. Give me the Cougs. In that one.
Can't pass a good Cougar.
Yeah, they've been 7-3 their last 10. How can you not? Just keep riding them along. Cougars been doing us good.
It's Friday.
Segue in. Joe Madden, what are you like in this one?
How do you segue me into that? Don't put me in that conversation. Oh, man. Okay, so I like North Carolina plus the points, but I am kind of worried if Sam Howell is playing. I think he is. He's listed as questionable right now. If he plays, I'd take this on the money line. I think they could get the upset in Carolina State. So give me them plus the points. And then again, I like the Utah Utes minus all those points. They're 5-2 against the spread in their last 7. I think they're looking to come out for a big, huge win here at home. So give me the Utah Utes minus the points.
I'm with you on Utah, but I'm on NC State in a big way. I think they're just going to crush North Carolina. It's not a premium pick for me, but they've just so money at home traditionally. And of course, Battle Tobacco Road rivalry game. These teams hate each other's guts, and that NC defense I don't think can hold up here against the Wolfpack offense. I think they're going to, the total is set at 62.5. I could see it going somewhere near that number, but I could see it being like a 42-14 type game here for NC State, just absolutely crushing them because North Carolina has been just a pool of disappointment all season long, and I could see them getting whipped by their rival in this one to kind of close it all out. I like Washington in the Apple Cup. It's like Rod said, they just absolutely own Washington State, and it's really the home team that owns the Apple Cup. I know Mike Leach won a couple Apple Cups for Washington State, but I also like the Frogs against Iowa State. I think they have a chance for the money line here, too. Iowa State's been one of the more disappointing teams in all of college football this season, and a lot of people picked them to win the Big 12. I think they started the season ranked in the top 10, and here they are at 6-5. And, Matt Campbell's a guy that I said, we would take him. Leach won one Apple Cup. Well, he won an Apple Cup. And better than most Washington State coaches. Then, the thing is that, Matt Campbell is a guy that I said, oh, man, we'd love to have him in Miami. Look at what he did with Les. But really, this team just looks like a mess, is what they look like. That offense is just a sham. And Jerry Kill is really an awesome coach. If he didn't have the health problems, I believe that he would be at one of these major programs. He was at Minnesota. He had them going in the right direction. They won the jug. They won the axe. They won everything when he was there, and several times over. And now, Gary Patterson, I didn't even know he was on the TCU staff. I thought he was just retired. And now with Patterson gone, Jerry Kill's coaching. He can way out coach anybody out there, just about. I mean, he started at some little junior college, 2,000 people in the stands, whipping up on the big guys. I'm sure he can do it with the Frogs. Plus, those TCU fans are super mean when you pick against them. First person ever told me they hated my guts on YouTube was a TCU fan. So I know you guys appreciate that. Hate your guts. I hate you. Hate your glasses. I hate everything about you. I hope you die. Thank you.
People are so mean. I don't get it.
This is what we do. I don't know.
I can never believe it.
It's the last time I'll ever pick BYU in the BYU TCU game. That's for damn sure. I just suck it up, Buttercup, and take TCU like a normal person. Just go Frogs. All right. Brian, what are you selling?
No, I lost my consecutive days of winning yesterday, but I'm going to get back on board today. I got my Avoid the Trap 3-pack, my best bet in the NBA, college football, and college basketball. All 3 winners for $40 at pickdogs.com.
Rod?
And for me, it's a feel good Friday. Got a little excited about the card. I'm absolutely pumped for today's action. I went a little overboard. For me, I went 9 best bets that I absolutely love. I got 4 college basketball slam dunks, 4 on the ice, and 1 college football 10-star winner that I absolutely love. Jump aboard. You can get all 9 plays, $40 over at Pink Dogs Premium.
Joe Madden.
I have 6 bets out today. Don't like the even number, but these are the 6 that I absolutely love. 4 in college football and 2 in NHL. So head on over to Pick Dogs, you guys.
Got our Pick Dogs merch is 25% off at the website. I'll put the link in the description for it. We have a new soccer person. Ashley has joined us for soccer. She's awesome. I think you guys might have seen her picks like around the internet. She's often comments in these in the comments and stuff, giving out picks, and on her Twitter. She is fire. If you guys like those soccer picks, you like winning a lot of money on soccer, Ashley, and she'll be teaming up with Goran. They'll be doing a live show as well, probably daily, like a 15-minute live show. Joe Madden will be on there with them talking soccer because she's such a soccer expert. And then she's just going to be turning letters, and that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Turning letters on that one.
You might like it. You might like it.
I do like soccer.
Joe Madden's going to take one for the team on that one, and kind of just facilitate the soccer show. And then we'll move her out of there into somewhere else, but she's going to be with them as well. And I'm going to actually be on some of these videos too, just kind of doing what Joe Madden does up for that. Doing the exact same thing, turning letters. I know nothing about this stuff at all, but I will be on there with them too. So I'm going to be on the ones that we're shooting them today. So they'll be out tomorrow. I'm doing 8 videos with these guys. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but yeah, should be a lot of fun. But I think that the idea is when you have people that are that good, you just step out of the way. You just be kind of like the referee in a good boxing match. The best ones, you don't know they're there, right? And that's what it is. So, soccer is extremely difficult to handicap. Extremely difficult, but Ashley's really good at it. So
I heard if you take a tie in most games, got a really good chance.
Wouldn't know.
I'm going to ask Ashley and Goran. So they're the experts.
I think it's like a 50%. It's just a smidge over 50%, 51% or something.
That's all I know about betting soccer, so I can't wait to learn.
If it was that simple that we could all just pick ties in soccer, we'd all be rolling in it. Woo! Woo!
It's the only thing that I've heard, though.
I don't know. I think these guys. I think they do a lot more than that.
Oh, absolutely, they do.
So.
100%.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear their information. It's gonna be very educational.
Yeah, I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to see what it can do. It's just one of the many things that we're going to be adding. We'll probably be adding other, like I said, more live shows throughout. Like the morning format is going to change. I'm going to be on by myself, so you don't have to hear me yelling at Brian and arguing with him and anything anymore. I'm just going to have my own show. Joe and Brian are going to do. Rod will be afternoons with Chris or something. We'll figure out a place for him. We're not going to just leave him out with to feed the ducks or something. We'll find a place for him. Of course, he'll be doing videos as well and being on the premium and on the VIP show, the premium show, all that other stuff too. But
next year we should do fantasy football.
Yeah, if you want to, I will. I won't be
next
here
season.
for it, but
oh, come on.
I don't play. But it's like
I'm just messing with you.
We're going to, as part of our betting tools, we're going to have a whole set of fantasy tools as well, because those fantasy tools, they sell those on other sites. We're going to give them all for free, better versions of them.
Hell yeah, we are.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
Love it, Mitch.
I'm spending millions of dollars on this. Millions. I don't care. People say, why would you do that? I don't care. If it pisses everybody off, it's well worth it. I have it. I can spend it how I want. It's my money. I earned it. I started with $10. I can do whatever I want.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, you can.
That's the fun thing about it. I have 2 friends that are billionaires, and one of them, and another friend that's close to a billionaire. My friend's uncle is also a billionaire who I met. And like when I said, well, what do you do like when your people, when all of your investment advisors and stuff don't agree with you? He just says, it's my money. I'm going to do what I want. So that's the bottom line. And so I've adopted that same thing, that same theory.
I try to save you money sometimes.
We know how well that goes over.
Take Nebraska.
Go ahead. Take Nebraska. Anyways, we got Baylor and Miami. Both of these are at the half, so we could take a look at some halftime betting on these. We got time. We're going to have time to go around the horn on them, too. We've got Georgia Tech, Georgia Southern, St. Francis of Brooklyn against McNeese State. It's not really a state, Joe. Don't worry about it. Got Incarnate Word Up against Southeast Missouri State. Kansas against Dayton. Rod, where's your Kansas hat when you need it? Today's your day. They're going to pound the crap out of Dayton. Dayton, terrible. UConn against VCU. Brian, straight money on his VCU picks the last 2 days. Brown against Bryant. UC Riverside against FAMU. Purdue against Nebraska Omaha. This line looks funny. 36.5. Nebraska Omaha is not that bad. As a matter of fact, I covered with them earlier this season against Kansas State. I haven't had a chance to look at that thing. I saw it this morning. I was ready to bet it, and then I was like, man, maybe I'm missing something. That's 36.5. Because it was 18.5, right, Kansas State, and they covered Omaha. Anyways, Clemson, Charleston Southern, Boston College, Columbia, New Orleans, the Privateers, the Zawackies, up against VMI. TMI on VMI, huh? Brian, what do you think of this? What do you think of that 36.5 with the Omahas?
I don't know about that, but I am going a little square here in the early card. I'm taking Kansas over Dayton. Dayton, they took out Miami yesterday, so I don't know what that says about Miami, but I think.
Well, it says what we said on the show, that they're not a good team this year. We knew
they're not.
that.
I think Kansas, after North Texas got lucky to cover against Kansas yesterday. I think Kansas wins this game by 20 over Dayton.
Lucky to cover North Texas.
Hey, I had North Texas. I enjoyed the cover.
They're
but
beating
I
Miami by a dozen. At halftime. It's like they're good.
Well, yeah, North Texas.
They're a tournament team last year. They won a game in the tournament. I mean,
there's a big difference between Kansas and Miami here. But anyway, I like Kansas laying the points.
Dayton's a piece of crap. Dayton did something this season. Me and Big Al and I, instead of me and Big Al, Big Al and I had this whole phone conversation. It lasted like 2 hours about Dayton, like a week ago, about trying to cap Dayton games. It was like, what the hell do you do? He's like, it was the basic question of like, what the hell do you? I don't know. What the hell are you doing? Because Dayton had something done. Dayton did something to start the season that no other team had ever done, and that was lose 3 consecutive games as a double-digit favorite. Lose outright. Wow. So once that happens in any basic handicapping formula or complex handicapping formula, it kind of everything gets all screwed up. 18-point favorites against UMass, lose outright. The final against Lipscomb was 9.5, but it was really 11. And then 13.5 against Austin Peay, they lose by 6. Anyways.
And then my other play in that time slot, I'm going to take UConn laying the 8 against VCU. I think I had some nice winners with VCU here, but I think UConn just too talented for them. I think they let the light out in the court yesterday. I think UConn runs them up by 10.
I think UConn looked dead on their feet yesterday.
I think UConn takes it to UConn and Kansas. I'm going to lay some wood.
I'm laying on Kansas, but UConn looked dead yesterday. They looked flat dead after that double overtime and then the back-to-back. They looked dead. Rod?
Yeah, I like VCU in that one. That's too many points. I don't know how motivated UConn's going to be to get up for this game. What is this, a 4th place game or something? Yeah, I don't know how motivated they're going to be. Like, yay!
Well, they're playing VCU. They care, you know.
They care a little. Okay, they don't.
Oh
care.
No, they care.
UConn's big time,
man. I think that
Give me VCU plus the points on that.
I think UConn has
worried.
the most national championships in the last 20 years, right? They must. Brian, do you think they do? I don't know.
I don't think so.
No?
I won that. We both hit on the futures with UConn years ago when they won, but I don't think they had the most.
Joe?
Give me Clemson minus all those points. Charleston's.
Not in. Oh, they are.
It's not.
I think.
I thought you said it. Okay.
Oh no, they are. They are.
They are?
Yes.
Okay. Over Charleston Southern. We look at Charleston Southern. They're 0-3 on the road this season and 1-2 against the spread on the road. I think this is going to be a hard one for them to cover. And then give me Brown minus the points over Bryant. I like how this team has been playing. They've been covering the spread and they've been getting those wins at home, 3-0 at home. So I think this is one they come out and get.
UConn's got 4 national championships in the last 25 years.
You know how many does Duke and Kentucky?
Duke's got 3. Kentucky's got 1. North Carolina's got 3. Villanova has 2. Yeah, it's UConn. They got 4. They won 99, 2004, 11, and 14. All Jim Calhoun teams. Sounds good, man. This is they got suspended. You know, they went it wasn't probation. It wasn't like recruiting violation probation. It was that they couldn't pass the test. The players. They were the first big program to get hit by the GPA thing and the test thing. They tested the players, like academic aptitude. It's like, I don't think so. So they got a tournament ban. And when that happens, like, you know, everything starts to fall apart. It was like when Ohio State, Kenyon Rambo blew Tarski this entire semester. It was like, it took the program years to recover. 0.0 grade point average. It's impossible.
0.0.
Kenyon Rambo, 0.0 grade point average.
That was my average in French class.
Well, that was the Ohio State solution to that was like Andy Katzenmoyer, like because then they became under academic scrutiny. So Katzenmoyer, remember his grades were subpar, so they let him take an extracurricular credit course in golf. Andy Katzenmoyer's got this 4-foot putt for athletic eligibility this semester. Joe, you on VMI here? The key debts?
I don't know. I'm going to Ruffalo that one.
Not TMI on VMI?
TMI on VMI?
Yeah.
I could get behind it. I could put some money on that.
I like Kansas a lot. Dayton, like I read off their resume before. It's like any team that has the ability to do that certainly has the ability. So Baylor and Michigan State are getting back on the court. I'm betting here on Baylor on the second half. Let me see. Oh, man. Can I get this thing in? Oh, come on. Don't make me in-game it.
38-36 right now.
Yep.
Wow.
Missed it. I like Baylor to take this one. I think that they're going to wear them down. Michigan State was in control most of the first half, and Baylor kind of reeled them in at the end. And I think it's going to be like that Kansas game where Michigan State and Kansas, they were tight at the half, and then justice prevailed. Got Howard's taking on Austin Peay. Portland against Montana State. Rod, you don't got Terry Porter to kick around anymore over there. It's gone. They're 5-1 Portland this year without Terry Porter. He's the only coach I've ever seen where they made him stay an extra year to have to watch the same crap that we had to watch. It's like, we're not firing you just yet. It's like, am I fired? Not yet. You're going to have to watch this for another year with us. You're going to have to watch what we've been watching. So bad. Tennessee against Tennessee Tech. San Diego, the Toreros against the Flames of UIC. Ole Miss against Mississippi Valley State. Oral Roberts, Oklahoma State. Oral Roberts has that really good player, like that guy that they had last year. But they don't have as good a team as they had last year. Neither does Oklahoma State. Doesn't have their guy either. He's on the Pistons. The Blue Hose, Presbyterian taking on Central Arkansas. 1-0, 2-0. Red-O, Blue-O. That bit never gets old, does it? I love it. I just love that bit. Oh, man.
Well, they keep covering, so that's all that matters.
It's just a bunch of hoes. Yeah.
Dependable ones, at least.
Baylor starting to assert their will on Michigan State here. Got Purdue Fort Wayne, the Mastodons, up against Southeast Louisiana. Old Dominion against Longwood. Then we got a couple interesting ones. Brian's team, Drake, taking on Alabama. And then we've got Auburn taking on Syracuse. Brian, do you think your Drake Bulldogs have what it takes here? I know you just were one of those. You were just on the Drake bandwagon last year. It was you and Al Ninos were just like inseparable on Drake last year.
I hate Drake.
You and Al were just really.
Against Drake.
You guys were just like snuggled up on the couch under the blanket watching the Drake games together.
Yeah.
Drinking daiquiris. It's all good.
With the little umbrella.
So we're down through the 4:30.
Yes.
4:30 games. All right. Well, and I'm going to take Drake today plus the points against Alabama. Both teams coming off of losses here, but I think this is one of those rare shots that Drake gets against a big team in the SEC. I think they keep this game competitive. I'm going to lay the points with Auburn over Syracuse. I just think Auburn's miles ahead of Syracuse. I think they win this game by 10. And I'm going to go against my Blue Hose and take Central Arkansas here. I just think 6.5, 6, a little bit too high for the Blue Hose to cover. So I take Central Arkansas.
Rod?
Central Arkansas stinks. Just take the Blue Hose. They easily cover that. Central Arkansas is not that good.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they stink. So give me that one. You know what I like? Give me Oral Roberts plus the 10.5. Oklahoma State's fat and happy. And that's too many points. Oral Roberts going to come out a little bit more pumped and keep this a close game. So give me Oral Roberts plus the 10.5 and that one.
You heard it here first. Oral Roberts is pumped.
They are. They're pumped. They're going to be all pumped for this one. They're all motivated to
Pound Town.
Oral Roberts is pumped.
Yep.
That's it.
And I'm with you. Give me Drake plus the points against Alabama. I think that's too many. It's a 3-point game all day. So give me Drake plus the points in that one. And that's all I like in that time slot.
Joe?
Give me Tennessee Tech plus the points. I think this is too many. I know Tennessee is going to win this one, but we look at Tennessee Tech and they are 2-0 against the spread on the road. I think they're going to have a good time covering here. And then I also like Auburn. I think Auburn's going to have a big game, get that nice win. And then also give me, there's one other I was looking at, Mississippi Valley State plus the points. I think this one is too high as well, plus 41 against this Ole Miss team. I think this is a slam dunk here. I know that they have been struggling on the road, 0-2 on the road right now, but that needs to change, and I think they change it around covering in this game.
I like Alabama big. Drake has some matchup problems in this game, and they just don't go. They're just not gonna be able to go with the Tide, and expect Alabama to bounce back in a big way from that game, and from that Iona loss. They know they're a better team than that. This line is starting to get away from us, but I think that they're good up until about 10 in this one. 9, 10. So we got a little bit of wiggle room, but it is on the move. It'd probably be 7.5, 8 by game time. We got, I like also in this slot, I like, I don't like much, do I? I like Purdue Fort Wayne against Southeast Louisiana, and I like the Blue Hose. I also like Oklahoma State against Oral Roberts. It's just not a good Oral Roberts team. They have a great player, but they just don't have a very good team. DePaul against Northern Kentucky. Hawaii against South Alabama. Belmont and Iona. Both these teams were dogs in this tournament, and both won. So it's kind of like the two favorites are playing each other in the losers bracket, and the two dogs are playing each other in the winners bracket. And then you got Loyola against Arizona State. Loyola dropped their last 2 games. They did not look nearly as good yesterday as they did in the other game. Virginia Tech against Xavier, the Musketeers. Florida Gulf Coast against Western Michigan. Kentucky against North Florida. Virginia Lehigh. West Virginia, Eastern Kentucky. Iowa, Portland State. Brian still likes Nebraska in that one. LSU against Penn State. Rod, any of these?
Nope. Total Ruffalo. Don't like any of those.
Wow. Straight Ruffalo. Brian?
I gotta say that this is my least favorite slot, but I'm not gonna take a total pass. I'm gonna take Belmont minus the points. Both these teams coming off of gigantic wins, and Iona, they're one of my teams, but I think Belmont gets the win here. But I think it's a 6-7 point game. So give me Belmont over Iona.
I'm going to take Iona plus the points. I think this is a tight fought battle. I like Iona here. I loved what I saw out of them yesterday. And then give me Hawaii plus the points as well against South Alabama. Hawaii is 3-1 on the season right now, 2-1 against the spread. We look at South Alabama. And, they're 4-2 right now, but they're 0-2 on the road. I don't think they're going to be able to get this one done, even though it is a neutral site. I think Hawaii has the upper hand in this one.
I like Northern Kentucky against DePaul in that 5 o'clock slot. I also like Kentucky against North Florida, laying the 24.5. I think the Cats, last season, we didn't really see, much from them. And I think this year that Calipari has taken a totally different approach. Instead of his one and dones and all that other stuff, now he's got a 10-deep roster. And I think we're starting to see that from Kentucky. And, we didn't see it in the opener. They played good in that game against Duke. They weren't good enough as a team. But I think we're starting to see them play better and better every game. And I think this is one of those games at Rupp where it's just, you go to the popcorn stand, you might miss some great dunks. So get your popcorn early if you're headed over to Rupp. Eastern Kentucky, I like plus the points against West Virginia as well. The Colonels never seem to get much of respect, but they're generally a good cover team. I like LSU to pound town on Penn State. They're just way more athletic. Penn State lost a bunch. They've played well so far. They've fought the good fight, but they are 0-4 against the number. LSU 5-0 against the number. I mean, normally something's got to give. It's just not going to give here. Morehead State, Arkansas State, Tulsa, Arkansas, Little Rock, Alcorn State, Southern Illinois, Texas Rio Grande Valley. Missouri, Wichita State, Boise, Cal State Bakersfield, Memphis, Iowa State, Georgetown, St. Joe's, New Mexico, Towson, Montana, Southern Miss, Wake, Oregon State, Pacific, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Gonzaga, Duke, UAB, San Francisco, and San Diego State, USC. Brian?
Yeah, I don't love this slot either. I like it a little bit better. I think out of the grouping, I would take Wichita State and lay the points with the Shockers to get a chance at an SEC team here. Missouri's not the greatest in the world. Arkansas State Red Wolves, I believe they won 2 straight, headed in the right direction. I'd take them on the money line over Morehead State University. Those two, just leans.
For me in those ones, I'm going to go the other way. Give me Moorhead State. That battle of dumpster fire teams. Give me Moorhead State to get the win in that one. And then I also like Memphis over Iowa State. Memphis is solid, way better team. It shows they pounded Iowa State today in that one. Give me Memphis over Iowa State. And I'm going to take a shot with Towson. Give me Towson over New Mexico.
I think, reading the comments in the discussion, I wish I was involved in this a little bit more. Maybe I will chime in some comments, but I will say something. I think Cristobal is going to Miami. And I'm going to guess it's a done deal, but I don't know. And then if Cristobal does go to Miami, then it opens up that Oregon job. And while the Ole Miss job is a great job, the Oregon job is a great job too, because they have a big booster. When you have the big booster, you can boost. So that's a good thing to have. So it'd be interesting to see. Plus Kiffin, kind of a West Coast guy. And he's also a Florida guy too. So I could see Kiffin to Miami also. I could definitely see that. I could see Kiffin or Cristobal to Miami. That Florida job is wide open too. So a lot going on there. There's going to be some crazy coaching moves in the near future. Oregon's going after Kellen Moore. That makes sense. But Cristobal's a Miami guy, So it's like, that's why he fits there. Anyways, Joe, who do you like in this slot?
I agree with Brian. I have a lean on Wichita State. I think they come out and get a nice win and cover on that one. And then I also like Boise State minus this 15.5 points. I know it's a lot, but we look at CSU Bakersfield, and they have not been covering against the spread. They're 0-2 against the spread on the road this season. And then give me Iowa State as well on this neutral court against Memphis. I like them plus the points. I don't think they come out and get the win, but I think they definitely get the cover. They're 5-0 on the season right now. Both these teams actually are, and I think it's going to be tighter than this line reflects.
All right. I like Georgetown against St. Joe's. I'm still bad vibing St. Joe's. They managed to get the cover, getting 18 or whatever against USC. 17. They lost by 15. I don't think he gets it done here. So, I was going to show everybody. I was reaching back for my program here, but it's like I must have it taped to the wall, but I was going to show the Mario Cristobal at Miami picture in there. That's a great program, that 88 one. It's like every page, if you go through the Miami line on every line, as you go line by line through the thing, 4 of like the 6 guys played in the NFL. Like if you go through that one, the national championship team beat Oklahoma in that one. That was an awesome game. But anyway, Cristobal started his coaching career at Miami. Offensive line coach under Coker for those national championship teams. I guess he was under Butch first. And then under all the Miami guys. He just makes a lot of sense there. We welcome him home with open arms. How disappointed are we in Oregon State this year? They stink. They were like an Elite 8 team last year. Did they make the Final Four? Who was the Final Four? Gonzaga, UCLA, Baylor. Gonzaga, UCLA, Baylor, Houston. So they were Elite 8. Rod, who do you like in Gonzaga Duke? I didn't hear it.
Well, you can go get it over at Pick Dogs Premium because that's where it is.
Oh, he's got a premium play on Gonzaga Duke.
That's why you didn't hear it.
Oh. My guess it's Duke. Sure it's not Duke? It's just poker facing me here. He's got like a
totally
pair of
poker
kings
facing
in
you.
the hole. He's poker facing me here on the premium.
Oh man, one thing I am not good at the poker face.
He's got it though, right?
He's got it nailed.
He's got my volume off.
Yeah.
No, I got your volume off. Not at all.
I love Duke in this one. I love him. They're gonna kill him. No, I don't know, dear. I don't have a pick in this one. Gonzaga's looked so good in the transition game. I'm just a little bit afraid to go against them. I'll probably bet Duke on the money line personally, but I just because I think Gonzaga's beatable. But right now in the transition, if there's a coach that can figure it out, it's Coach K. But does he have the personnel to stop it? It's just a transition game. The rest of the game, I think they can beat them. It's just that transition game is off the chain. Freaking don't miss. That's what we saw against UCLA. When they went into the regular offense, the game hung at these points. Of course, it was like a 20-point margin that it stuck at. But it was like all the points that were the difference in the game were all scored in transition. Everything else was the other way. Anyways, they got a nice little team this year. Rod will be burning that hat around March.
I'd like to see this game at Duke at Cameron Indoor Stadium to see how close of a game it would be with the home fans.
Cameron is. Cameron is a tough building, but it's nothing that Gonzaga hasn't seen before.
Yeah, I know that, but I think it would be a tighter affair.
This one in Vegas, it's kind of like a home away from home for Gonzaga. You know, it's like the Vegas games. It's a long way from Duke, and Duke is not like a gigantic fan base. I mean, how many seats are there in Cameron Indoor? They just expanded it, but it was like Cameron is like 3,000 seats, like 3,200 seats or something. Cameron Indoor. It was. Now it's probably like double that, but it was like when I was there, it was like 3,000 seats, I think. Cameron. How many seats are there in Cameron Indoor? How many seats in Cameron Indoor? Cameron Indoor has 9,314 seats. Wow.
That's not big.
I'm going to guess they expanded it. Yeah, see, they expanded it. Is what they did. It was much smaller. It was 8,000 before. Like when I was there, it was 8,000. It felt like about 3,000. Cost $400,000 to build. Expensive. Very expensive. Got NBA. Man, we got a lot of games today.
Yeah, this is going to be a whirlwind show.
College
College basketball, college football, NBA, NHL. Oh, my goodness.
The Pistons against the Clippers. The Hornets against the Timberwolves. The Knicks against the Suns. The Magic against the Bulls. The Pacers against the Raptors. The Grizzlies against the Hawks. And the Thunder Buddies for life against the Wizards. Joe Madden, any of these?
Give me the Grizzlies against the Hawks. 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games. I think they will get a nice home win here. 5-7 at home. And then give me the Thunder Buddies plus the points tonight. I think this is just too many for the Wizards to cover, especially with this Thunder team that has been cover machines, covering 5 out of their last 5 games.
Baylor starting to turn the heat up on Michigan State here, up by 13.
Just saw that. There you go.
Saw that one coming. Brian?
Oh, a lot of good NBA plays to pick from. I'm going to take the Timberwolves plus the points here. I think the T-Wolves, both teams have been hot recently, but I think the Minnesota long-term, after their brutal start, it's going to start to really pick up the pace. I think you're getting 2.5 with the better team. And I'll take the New York Knicks at home plus the 3.5. Both teams here around 50% ATS-wise on the season. But I think this is a statement kind of win for the New York Knicks if they can get it against best in the West Suns. So give me the Knicks plus the points.
I agree there. Give me the Knicks plus the points on that one. This is a closer game with the Suns than people are humping up on. And no Thunder Buddies for me. Give me the Wizards. Wizards come out and get a double-digit win over the Thunder Buddies. As everybody's now humping the Thunder Buddies. Oh, they're cover machines. Yeah, jump on the Thunder Buddies. No thanks. And everybody's seen the Wizards get smacked around in their last game. So no, we're gonna take the Wizards in this one as they come out a little bit hot, pound down the Thunder Buddies in that one. And I agree. Give me Memphis. Memphis at home. Atlanta hasn't been the greatest on the road. They play their best work at home. So I think Memphis comes out with a nice win here on Friday. So take the Grizzlies over the Hawks. That's probably the best free pick in that group slot. Take the Memphis Grizzlies over the Atlanta Hawks.
Thunder Buddies for me. I also like the Atlanta Hawks, the red hot. They just won on the road last time out, and I think they continue their red-hot play. I think the difference between the Grizzlies and the Hawks is that the Hawks play defense and the Grizzlies don't. And the Hawks had not been playing defense, and all of a sudden they started playing defense. And what happened? Well, they start winning games, and that is the difference. So, we saw the Hawks do the same thing last year. They started the season really slow, did not play defense, and now you look at their last 5-6 games, 98 points, 97 points, 105 points. I'm not even looking at it because I've been following this, and I know exactly what's going on. They turned the defense up. They cranked the defense. That's what they saw. Got it done last year, and I just like the Hawks in that spot. Anyways, not a favorite player or anything, but I think it's worth a play. I like the Magic against the Bulls. I think we're starting to see that the Bulls are a work in progress. They're not a championship team. They're a playoff team. They're kind of like how the Knicks were last year, where they make the move and become a playoff team, but they're not a championship team. I kind of like the Timberwolves here against the Hornets, too. They've been playing pretty well. I like the Suns against the Knicks. The Knicks are straight ass right now. They can't figure out what they're doing. So it's like, if they can't figure out what they're doing, I sure as hell can't figure out what they're doing. I'd just take the other team. They're winning a lot of games, and it's not a lot of points. I also like the Raptors against the Pacers for good measure. Spurs against the Celtics. Nuggets against the Bucks. Jazz against the Pelicans. Warriors against the Blazers. Lakers against the Kings. I like the Warriors. I just think I tried to go with the Blazers last time, figuring, oh man, they got to finally cover on the road against a team not called the Rockets. Nope. Didn't happen. Not going to happen here either. Klay Thompson's practicing now with the Warriors, so it's only going to get worse for everybody else. I like the Lakers against the Kings. I had the Pacers against the Lakers the other day, so I had to suffer through watching that game. And what happened was the Pacers led the whole way, and then the last 5 minutes of the game, they just gave the ball to LeBron every single time down the court. You know what he did? He just shot every single time. He didn't matter where he was. Oh, we got him stopped. 30 feet out, bang. 28 feet out, bang. It was like, once he's hitting shots like that, you cannot beat him. You cannot beat the Lakers if LeBron's hitting 30-footers. You cannot beat them. And he is a guy that can do that. Like him or hate him, that's your own choice. But I like the Lakers there. Been horrible against the spread this season. I think the worst. I like the Bucks against the Nuggets. The Nuggets, they're riding the one-man show. The Bucks, what we're starting to see from them right now is that in prior years, the Bucks have had these runs where they blow teams out at home by 15, 16, 17 points. We didn't see that at the beginning of the season. We're starting to see it now. Now that Chris Middleton is kind of back in the lineup and blending, we're starting to see the Bucks look like the Bucks again. And I like the Spurs against the Celtics because I'm just mad about the Celtics the other night against the Nets the night before Thanksgiving. They did me dirty. They didn't even show up. And the worst part was like everyone in the comments in a nice way was like, Mitch, come on. You got to take the Nets here. They're going to kill the Celtics. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm going to stick with the Celtics. It's like, nope. Not doing it. Can't go there. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You want to look at a funky line? How about that one? Spurs are 2-8 straight up in their last 10. Getting 3 points at home. They own the Celtics. Brian?
Yep, in that time frame, I'm going to go with the Portland Trailblazers here plus the points. I know the Blazers haven't been a road cover team this year, but they're a team that, generally speaking, over the last couple seasons or so, are around the number, and that's a ton of points. I think the Blazers are a playoff team when it's all said and done. I'll take this 5.5 points here. I think it's a one-possession game against the Warriors. And Bucks and Nuggets, give me the Denver Nuggets at home plus the points. Milwaukee. Neither of these teams, both these teams have been hit by injuries, but I think Jokic, I bet he plays tonight, but the line has nothing to do with him playing or not. I think it's a one-possession game also. I'll take the Nuggets plus the points, 3.5, I believe.
The deuce is loose. Kansas State hits the end zone here. Boise up 7-0. Kansas State, Texas tied at 7 apiece. Bowling Green all over Ohio, 3-0. Rod.
These ones I agree. Give me the Trailblazers plus the 6 points. He's down to 5.5. See, I don't get that one either. So give me the points, the Blazers, and that one. That's a closer game than people think. I think the Bucks blow out the Nuggets. They're just playing the better hoops right now. Nuggets definitely have injury issues and not been playing good hoops. So give me the Bucks in that one. And I like the over in the Kings and the Lakers. There's two teams that definitely don't play defense, and you're definitely going to have a track meet in that one. Give me the over. I think it's even up. It's up 4 points from what it was. It's still not high enough. They can't move this high enough. You're going to get 240 easy. Both teams don't play defense. Give me the over. Kings, Lakers.
Joe Madden.
Give me the under in the Milwaukee Bucks Denver Nuggets game. I'm looking for the Nuggets to slow down the pace of this one. They have hit the under in 7 of their last 10 home games. And then I'm with you. I think the Lakers come out and get a nice Friday win for their crowd with that cover. We saw what they did in their last game against the Pacers, like you were saying, like what LeBron was able to do. And I think this is another game where they keep riding with this momentum. The Kings are 2-8 against the spread in their last 10 games overall, not putting any money on them. Take the Lakers minus all those points, 7.5.
We head to the ice. The Boston Bruins taking on the New York Rangers in the original 6 matchup. Got the Blackhawks and the Blues, the Flyers and the You Are Like a Hurricane. The Smudges against the Jets, Jets. Ducks against the Senators. Capitals against the Panthers. And the worst name in sports, the Predators, up against the Devils. Joe, what do you think?
Give me the under in the St. Louis Blues versus the Blackhawks game. Both these teams are trending towards that under, and I have a lean on the St. Louis Blues coming out and getting that win, even though the Blackhawks are at home. I don't trust them. And then give me the Jets to upset the Minnesota Wild here. The Wild are 1-4 in their last 5 games after allowing 2 or less goals in the previous game. I think the defenses will control this game completely, and I like the Jets' ability to stop the Wild here tonight. So give me the Jets plus the points and St. Louis Blues lean and the under in that one.
Yeah, we're going to do the premium show directly after this. We're going to give people about 5 minutes to watch that video, and then we'll do the VIP right after that. Rod?
And for me in these ones, I'm going to go with give me the under in the original 6 New York Rangers and Boston game, or the game lower scoring in that one. I agree. Give me the under in St. Louis and Chicago. Give me the under in Carolina and the Flyers. Flyers 7-3 to the end of their last 10. Carolina 6-3-1 to the under in their last 10. Hard hitting, lower scoring. Give me the under in that one. I also like. I'm going to go the other way. Give me the Wild. Wild at home are just too solid. Jets on the road. I don't trust them. 2-4-2 on the road this season. 3-6 against the number on the road this season. The Jets have been awful on the road. I'll take the Wild at home. That place is tough to play. I think they're like 25-8. I think, or even better than that. I don't have the number right off my hand here. I can't find it. It's something crazy anyway. 25-8 their last 33 at home here in the Wild. So I'll take the Wild at home in that one. And I like the over in the Panthers and Capitals game. Both offenses are putting the puck in the net, and we're going to get some goals in that one. And Ottawa's just a dumpster fire. 1-8-1. They have not looked good. They haven't played a solid 3 periods of hockey in games. they've been getting pounded. They play 2 good periods, and then third period they take off and they give up 3 goals, 4 goals. They're not good. Give me the Ducks in that one.
Brian?
Yeah, for me in that group, and I'm going to side with Joe here, and just to lean and take the Winnipeg Jets plus money against the Wild. I like to take the Wild in spots, but this isn't one of them. The Flyers at home, they've had a rough schedule recently. They got blown out by Tampa Bay at home. Now they get a crack at another one of NHL's best teams. So I think the Flyers get it done at home. You get plus 135 to boot. So those are the 2 games I like: the Flyers and the Jets. Jets.
I like the Ducks against the Senators on the puck line. I also like the Capitals against the Panthers. Those look to be the best, the pick of the litter when it comes to hockey. Maybe the Rangers. Maybe. If you must. Got the Sabres against the Canadiens, the Lightning against the Kraken. Columbus Blue Jackets against the Canucks, Islanders against the Penguins. These shows get long. It's like my vision gets even worse than it actually is. So
put your contacts in. What's going on?
Well, I haven't been out of the house in 3 months, so it's like I haven't even worn my contacts. Hopefully, I can still remember how to put them in.
You still have house guests?
No, we don't have house guests. We have house guests coming. All the end of December. We got my wife's cousin's kids are coming, and then my niece and nephews are coming after that. Be the whole Ohio State contingency here. Got hopefully, God, oh my God, hopefully they're not in that playoff game on the 31st. It could be pretty ugly here. Dallas against Colorado and San Jose against Toronto.
Oh, man.
Brian, you want to take first on hockey as opposed to 2 Canadians here?
Yeah, I better, because I was getting a phone call. I had to kick it to voicemail. Girlfriend's calling. Not now. I had to tell. Anyway, I'm going to take the San Jose Sharks over the
label.
Total label.
San Jose Sharks over the Maple Laughs here. I think you're getting good value with the Sharks. Dallas Stars plus. This looks like a sucker line. Taking Dallas at home plus 120, but I'm going to fall for it and give the Stars a shot. And I think the Tampa Bay Lightning destroy the Kraken. I'll lay the puck line with them. I'm a Kraken guy, but not on the road, not tonight. So Tampa Bay on the puck line.
My girlfriend's calling. My girlfriend's back, and you're going to be in trouble.
Did you invite her for pie last night?
I was busy with her family until late, so it didn't work out with her young son. So.
Right?
Yep.
That's all that matters.
That's good.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You don't want to actually.
Absolutely.
You don't actually have to hang out with her.
No.
Rod, what do you like?
So true.
I like the under in the Devils and Nashville game. As both offenses are lacking a net and not scoring a whole pile of goals. So I like the under there. Give me the over in Montreal and Buffalo, as both defenses are awful. Both teams 7-3, the over their last 10. Give me Columbus over Vancouver. Vancouver's awful. They need help. They have big issues. Their coach is thinking that they don't need to hit the panic button. Nothing's going right. Yeah, there's serious issues in Vancouver, and fans have to suffer for it. Sorry for that. Take Columbus over Vancouver. Just totally going the opposite direction in that one. I like the under in Pittsburgh and the Islanders. Islanders still missing a whole bunch of guys that have question marks. And the Pittsburgh Penguins ain't blowing teams out, scoring a whole pile of goals. So I like the under Pittsburgh and the Islanders. And yeah, I'm not laying the money with Dallas at home. They're begging you to take Dallas at home. Give me Colorado on the puck line as they pound town Dallas in that one. And I like the under Leafs, Sharks, lower scoring game.
Central Michigan is in the end zone here for the score, and San Diego State looks like the drive bogging down a little bit here inside the red zone. Joe, what's the temperature going to be like for this game tonight? Because I'm watching this Bowling Green against Ohio game, and man, does it look cold. It looks a little uncomfortable.
So we've got a high of 2 Celsius.
So what's
a
that?
high.
30.
What's a Fahrenheit?
I don't know 30, what 2 Celsius is in Fahrenheit.
I think it's about 35.
All right.
Minus 11.
I don't know Celsius.
Minus 11 Fahrenheit.
Is 2 Celsius?
Yeah.
No, 0 Celsius is 32 degrees.
I thought 0 was freezing.
For
0
Celsius.
it's
Yeah,
freezing.
35.6 degrees.
Yeah, see. Close, though, Rod. You're only off.
I'm talking at night. Right now. Temperature in Edmonton right now feels like minus 11.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be cold. 2
No,
is
but-
the high for the day. This is I'm staying positive, you guys. I'm not looking at how cold it could be. I'm looking at how warm it could be. We could be 2 degrees.
See, I'd have my turkey.
But it starts at 7 at night.
I'd have my Joe Madden turkey pants on with 2 pair, at least minimum, of long underwear on underneath those.
As soon as that sun drops down anywhere around here, you're dropping 20 degrees.
Joe's like,
Easy.
I got my turkey pants already. It's long underwear.
Yeah. I put on a little extra weight yesterday just to keep the body warmer. So eating all that turkey. No, it's going to be absolutely freezing out there. So I have all the layers packed right over here because, of course, we're taking a bus. So
Be lucky.
dressed
That's
on
nice
the bus.
weather. This is nice weather.
Joe's
going to
make some friends on the bus.
Be happy.
Got San Diego State settled for the field goal there, 7-3 Boise in that one. Texas on the move here, 3rd and 1, and Ohio stoned at the goal line against Bowling Green, but they call timeout. I think they call timeout more so they can get a closer look at it. It looked like a touchdown, but they called it no touchdown. They're on about the 1-inch line on 4th down.
Hook 'em horns.
Have to see how that pans out. Texas, actually, the defense just looks like a sieve, like it has all season. And this play's under review here in Bowling Green. It is chilly there. It is a very, very cold day. I don't know if it's -11.
I wouldn't want to be sitting there.
I'm just glad I'm not getting rain or snow tonight. Fingers crossed, nothing starts flying. I've got pictures of sitting in, a foot of snow around me because we've cleaned off the benches. So
I think with Texas, you don't worry about them now. It's like you worry about Texas in the 4th quarter where they melted down all season.
Oh,
Touchdown
absolutely.
here on the board for Ohio against Bowling Green.
Boo.
Call was overturned. Overturned. It was turned, and then it was overturned. Parlay time.
Hey, you didn't get my picks yet.
I thought you gave them out.
No, I didn't. I'm going to take
what the hell were you talking
Predators.
about all that time?
I don't know. I'm going to take the Predators at home. They're 4-1 in their last 5 at home. And then I don't know. I'm talking about the weather. And then I actually do like the under in the Montreal Canadiens Buffalo Sabres. I think there's just too many injuries on both sides. I don't see that being a high scoring one. And then I'm with Rod on the Blue Jackets. I think he's exactly right. These two teams are trending in completely opposite direction. And the Blue Jackets should get a nice, easy win here as the home favorite. There you go. Now we can do parlays, Mitch.
What about my turn?
Oh yeah, you need a turn.
I'm gonna roof flow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roof flow this segment.
I thought maybe you went.
How about if the Islanders never win a home game at the new arena? They never win.
Really sad for their fans.
What if they never win a game there ever? Like they have a chance to never win a home game. Never. This year? No, I'm talking never.
Ever in the history.
All right, Rod, what's your parlay?
My parlay, we're taking Belmont, lay the points. Columbus on the money line, Colorado on the money line. Parlay it up.
Brian, what's your girlfriend's parlay?
No, she told me that she likes the Drake Bulldogs plus the points. She said Nebraska in college football would be a layup on the money line. And also, I like USF plus the points. So package those together for a nice parlay, especially Nebraska.
Joe Madden.
Give me the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Nashville Predators, and the St. Louis Blues, all on the money line there, you guys.
Miami with the big comeback against North Texas. They were down 40-28 at halftime. Now they lead. Go figure.
Glad I didn't play North Texas early.
Iona Presbyterian. That seems to be a good combo. And throw in Kentucky. Blue Hose with Rick Pitino, and then the scene of the crime for Rick Pitino. Well, one of the scenes of the crime. Why not? Thanks, everyone, for joining us. It's been a little bit of a long show. We're going to do the premium show right now, and then we'll do the VIP immediately following. So thanks, everyone, for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of you. Make it a great day. Tomorrow, of course, is our college football show, so we start at 10 a.m. It's our last college football day of the year. I don't know how we're going to do the shows. I think we'll still keep the same format on the weekend, so I like it. Call it weekend style. Gives a chance to everyone. I like to touch base with everybody. It's fun. It's fun to see everybody's face, have a little conversation, talk sports with the guys and women. And gals. Joe, you like being called a gal?
No, I hate it.
How does that work for you?
I like to just, you know what? I think us girls, when people say with the guys, it doesn't even really mean guys. I don't know. I use guys as a general term.
Okay.
I always like group text with all my friends. I'm like, hey guys, you guys want to go here, go do this? And there's females in that group.
All right. Take notes out there. She does not like gals. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Have a great day. I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow for the football show. Maybe really get professional for the final college football Saturday of the season. I know there'll be other Saturdays where it'll be college football, but it is the real official last day of the season. So, all right. See you later. Have a great day.